Happy Friday. It is my first official day of remote learning from the DOE. So we officially go live on Monday for the students, which basically means they can log on or start doing assignments on the My Music Classroom through Google Classroom, just like we have this Vikari Hat Yoga Google Classroom. My students at school have the Music Classroom version for them. And it is very surreal for me. And it was a very sad day yesterday. The city is much more impacted by COVID-19 coronavirus than Long Island right now. Even though here on Long Island we've had deaths and we've had a number of confirmed cases, we are not walking around in masks yet, and people in the city seem to be taking this much more seriously than we do on Long Island. And I think it's just a matter of time before it gets here, and everybody here should take it just as seriously. And with that, yesterday was a very somber, surreal day, and I did not feel like I was in the space to be helpful in a yoga practice, although we did do alternate nostril breath. And over there you can see my, there we go. You can see my mound of books for my Alexander technique practice in the morning, and a cat toy right there. Oh, where's my feet? And I'll get it. There, right next to it. So, this morning, a morning practice. Morning practices are different than afternoon and evening practices because everything is still stuck, everything is still tight. I have already had coffee and breakfast because it's 8:24 a.m. I've been up for 2.5 hours. But, nonetheless, a morning practice is still about easing our way into the day, not sort of crashing and slamming our way through the day. And I have a little inspirational quote to start. From a book called A Year of Living Your Yoga. March 20th, quote, "Honor your divinity. Honor the divinity of the other as well. At the end of our yoga class, we often say namaste to each other. Today, say a silent namaste to everyone you see or talk to." A year of living your yoga. Ooh, Lester. He the good boy. So for this practice, we'll need the strap again. And I'm going to use a block and maybe find something of similar. If you don't have a block, maybe find something of similar, like maybe a shoe between your hands or something, a shoe box, whatever. Or maybe isometrically imagine it's there, but keep the tension as if it's there. So as per usual, start in a seated posture and place the hands on the knees, and we'll take a variation of cat and cow from seated. So inhale, lift the chest for cow, and belly button to spine cat. Inhale for cow, exhale cat, inhale cow, exhale cat, inhale cow, and exhale cat, inhale cow, and exhale cat. And this morning I bring you snowman pants. So right from there, take the hands behind the head with the elbows wide, take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, tilt the left elbow towards the left hip, but keep the elbows and the shoulders broad. So we don't want to narrow and just collapse over. Keep everything tall and reach over. Open the right elbow up. Oh yes. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. And remember not to try to get ahead of me and just jump to the second side. There's a reason why we do the work on the exhale and the inhale is the rest. So try to bear that in mind instead of being, in a rush. Inhale back through center. Exhale, chin to the chest. Lengthen the back of the neck. Shoulders come down the back. Inhale back up through center. Place the hands down next to you. Soles of the feet come together for Baddha Konasana. And right in Baddha Konasana, sit up nice and tall here. Now inbound angle, just come forward just a little bit, just enough to feel the hip flexors and the lower back waking up. You're not coming all the way down, it's first thing in the morning. Slowly come back up through center, and then send the legs straight out for staff pose. Again, deep breath in. Exhale, very small, just a little forward fold here, just enough to say good morning to the hamstrings and the lower back. My hamstrings, lower back, and glutes are very tight this morning, so this is a nice, gentle way of introducing them to the rest of the day. And slowly come back up through center. Hey, left, right knee into the chest. Sit up nice and tall, deep breath in. Exhale, left elbow around the right knee, and just a very gentle twist to start. Just initiating a little bit of mobility, rotation, not trying to get too far ahead of ourselves. And slowly come back through center. Right leg goes long, left knee comes in. First, sit up nice and tall, spine tall. Then switch to the right elbow, come all the way around gently. So right now this is not my full rotation, but I feel all of the muscles in my back, chest, and shoulders already working. So that's enough for right now. We're only a few minutes in. There's more practice to come. I don't have to beat myself to death with each pose. That's not the point. Come back through center, left leg goes long, and then separate the legs into an open angle. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold just a little bit. Feel the hamstrings and the lower back saying good morning. And yeah, I know I should do something about those pillows. I don't know. The formation of which. Maybe put the Christmas ones away. I don't know, but I like them. Okay, they're going away. Pull the belly button in to come back up through center. Close the angle of the knees. Then slide the hands underneath the knees, broaden the chest, pull the abdominal muscles in, lift, here he comes, lift the feet right up knee height, chest broad, abs engaged. Now maybe stay right here, or maybe reach the arms alongside the legs, just addressing the abdomen. Maybe biceps up by the ears, but move them up there slow, it's still early. Then cross the right ankle over the left. Deep breath as the arms raise up. Exhale, right hand goes over left knee. Come into a nice twist. We want to get all 6 degrees of movement into the spine so that we can go through our day unlocked. Inhale the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, second side. Inhale the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, forward fold right over the legs. Let the head and neck release to gravity. Belly button to the spine to come back up through center, and then tabletop position. Now from tabletop position, just to awaken the lower back and the hips. Right knee goes out to the side on an inhale. Exhale, close. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Left side. Inhale. Exhale. Snowman. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Now, instead of downward facing dog, take Anahatasana. So stay on the knees, don't sit back onto the feet. It's not child's pose. Arms reach straight out in front of you, palms to the floor, and take the chin down to the floor so you feel the upper back stretch. 5 deep breaths. Slowly come back up to tabletop. Tuck the toes under. I don't need the sweatshirt anymore. The heat already built. Yeah. Tuck the toes under and push off bent knee to downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent. Then press into the arms to lengthen the back. Pull the abs in, straighten just the right leg first. Reach through the right leg, deep breaths. Keep the left knee bent. Right knee bends, left leg goes long. Then lengthen both legs. Nice deep breaths. You maybe nod the head no to soften the back of the neck. Keep the legs lengthening, pressing into the hands, so it never becomes a static pose where you're just stuck there. You're always lengthening, reaching, and defying. Take the knees right down to the mat for tabletop. Swing the right arm straight out. Thread the needle right underneath. Right ear and right cheek come to the floor. Left arm goes around the back. Take the hips back through center. I know they want to scoot over to your left. Bring them back to center. And keep opening the left shoulder to the ceiling. Slowly come back through center. Swing the left arm out. Breath in. Exhale, left arm goes under. Left ear and cheek to the floor. Right arm around the back. Tuck it in. Hips come to center. Oh, yes. Keep rolling the right shoulder open. And slowly unwind through center. From center, turn the hands so the fingers are going to point back towards you. Come into tabletop position with the fingers pointing back. Yep. Pull the abs in, stretch the wrists. Oh yes. I know, Officer Mike and Carol don't like this one. It's good for the wrists. Keep the abs contracted so nothing hangs towards the floor. Everything is resisting the floor. And then turn the hands back to the traditional setup and then walk them a little bit ahead of your collarbone. Come into half plank. Keep the knees on the floor. Keep the tops of the feet on the floor. Let me tuck my shirt in so you can see that my abs are not hanging. I know, yet again, this is a lovely 1985 outfit. Come on. Come on, Christmas pants. Probably, I don't know, 2008 Christmas pants? I don't know. So, half plank. Pull the abs in. Press down into the hands. Shoulders broad. No tension in the neck. Abs and glutes engage. Now, keeping the elbows hugging the ribs, take one half push-up, Ardha Chaturanga, and then push right back up. Tuck the toes under, move back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Take both knees down to the mat, tabletop. Come up to standing on the knees. Now I can take this out so I don't look so crazy. So crazy. Take the hands to the lower back with the fingers pointing down. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, keep the hips forward, shoulders open, elbows point back. Just giving the lower back a little bit of love. Camel prep, Ustrasana prep. Slowly come back through center. Step the right foot forward so we're in a kneeling lunge. Interlock the fingers to the top of the thigh and just sink into the lunge. You can move the left knee back away from your right foot to intensify. This already feels like a lot for me. And then lengthen the right leg into half split. So just straighten the right leg. Ooh. Take a deep breath in. And take the heart right over the thigh. Ooh. Come on, hamstrings. Come on, lower back health. And then bend the right knee, come back up to the kneeling lunge. Take the right hand inside the right foot. Lift the left arm up for a little external rotation in the right hip. It's Parsvakonasana prep, side angle pose prep. Maybe reach the left arm over the left ear if you like. Maybe take it behind the back for the half bind, whatever. It's all about the external rotation of the hip. Now from here, step straight back to plank position or half plank. But I'm going to go to full plank, but if you prefer, take half plank. Pull the belly in, pull the glutes in. Nice and stable. Pull in and push away. Tilt right back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, take the knees right down to tabletop. Now we'll take the camel prep again, but this time fingers pointing up. Deep breath in. Exhale, press the hips gently forward so they stay over the knees. Reach back. Oh. And slowly come back through center. Left leg forward for kneeling lunge. Interlock the fingers, sink nice and deep. Again, maybe scoot the right knee back if you want more stretch. This is sufficient for me. Keep the knee right over the ankle and the heel, so there's a straight line down from knee to heel, not the line where it's behind it or ahead of it. Then straighten the left leg, come into half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. Sometimes this is called Ardha Parsvottanasana, half intense leg stretch. Call it what you want, it's great for the hamstring and lower back. That's all I care about. And then come up to the kneeling lunge. Left hand goes inside left foot. Right arm stretches straight up. And again, with the right arm, it can go over your right ear. It can go around the back. Whatever you like. We're just about external rotation in the hips. Hip. And then come back through center to frame out the left foot. Step right back to plank or half plank. Take a deep breath in and plank. And then a push up, down with the elbows in, push right back up to plank. Then take your first vinyasa. Lower down through chaturanga. Come right up through upward facing dog. Oh yes, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Take the knees right down to the mat. Step the right foot next to the right thumb. Tuck the left toes under, left knee lifts up. We're in a nice runner's lunge or Anjaneyasana low lunge. Take the left palm flat to the floor, right arm goes straight up for a twist. Now, right hand comes back inside right foot. Left foot turns out to a flat 90 degrees back there. Make sure the right heel is bisecting the arch of the left foot in half. Then lift the left arm up for side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. Pull the abs and the glutes in. And again, you can take the arm behind the back, come into the full bind, the half bind, or maybe just take the arm over the ear. Or straight up. And then frame out the right foot with the hands. Your choice here, either vinyasa or down dog. You may add the push-up or not, up to you. You know I love a push-up. And then take both knees down to the mat. Left foot forward. Hands to the floor. Right toes tuck under, right knee lifts. Anjaneyasana, low lunge, sometimes called runner's lunge. Again, knees over ankle and heel. Right hand to floor, left arm up to the ceiling. You can lengthen that back leg as much as you can, please. Abs and glutes engaged. Then come back through center. Right foot turns out to a flat 90 degrees, so your right toes are pointing directly to your right. The left heel is bisecting the right arch in half. Left hand inside left foot. Right arm goes straight up, side angle pose. Ha! Any arm variation you like. Pull the glutes and the abs in. And then frame out lefty with the hands, down dog or vinyasa. Hello. Deep breath in. Exhale, take the knees right down to the mat. Send your feet ahead of you. Soles of the feet come together. Hands to the ankles. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly come back up through center. Now, for the block. I was just thinking, why did I want to use the block? I forgot. Now I remember. So, come down to lying flat on the floor. Place the block, or whatever you're going to use in its place, in between two hands. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Pull the lowest abs down to the floor, so your lower back is nice and flat, flush against the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders up first. Now, squeeze the block. Bring the biceps back by the ears. Slowly bring head, neck, and shoulders down to the mat. Place the block or whatever you're using between the knees and thighs. Squeeze the block. Oops, it slid. Squeeze the block, pull the abs down even tighter. Lift head, neck, and shoulders up. Inhale. Bring the biceps back by the ears. Squeeze the block, pull the abs in. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Slowly come down to the mat, release the block. Bring the knees into the chest, left knee towards the left side, right knee towards the right side. Just let the lower back relax for a second. And then from here, rock straight back up to seated pose. Now, from your seated pose, stretch the right leg forward, left foot into the right thigh. Inhale the arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, forward fold right over the right leg. Nice long breaths in and out through the nose. Slowly come back up through center and switch sides. Left leg goes long, right foot comes in. Inhale the arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Oof. Yeah, that's weird. Left side is tighter today than right side. It's usually my driver's side that's like, art, 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 art. Yeah, so I didn't play music again because it makes me feel like I'm shouting, and I don't know, it gets in my head about recording quality, so just play your own soft music in the background. You can handle that. Slowly come back up through center. Bend both knees with the feet flat, hands on the floor behind you, fingers pointing forward. Take a deep breath in. Push right up and off. Svanasana. Reverse tabletop. Oof. Squeeze the glutes and the thighs. Press into the hands so the shoulders and the triceps get stronger but more open. And then maybe lift the right leg straight up, but don't let the hips or shoulders change. That's the tricky part. Right foot comes down, left leg goes up. Completely balanced. Left foot comes down, hips come down, but legs go long. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Oh yes. Shoulders away from ears, neck soft. Bring the chest and the shoulders towards the legs. Remember, it's morning. And if you're not doing this practice in the morning, if you ever were to do this practice in the morning, you have to give yourself time. It's not going to be the same body that you have at 12 noon or 2 p.m. or 8 p.m. Slowly come back through center. And then come right into whichever seated posture is most comfortable for you. Right leg or left leg forward, it doesn't really matter. We're going to take a moment to do Surya Vedana Pranayama, which is the breath of the sun. So it's very similar to Nadi Shodhani, except all of the inhales are through the right nostril to awaken us, and all the exhales are through the left nostril. So instead of switching inhale and exhale, all the ins are through right, all the outs are through left. So ring finger closes left nostril, second finger and third finger to the third eye. Inhale through the right nostril. Close right, exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Switch back, inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. And just continue that breath technique while I give you a couple of alignment cues as you're doing it. So always we want soft tongue, soft jaw, soft throat. Then think about soft peaks of your shoulders, soft forehead. We all hold all of our tension right up, scrunched up there. And then bringing the palms together at the heart. And gently bowing our heads. The divine within me acknowledges the divine within each one of you. Namaste. And I'd be curious as to how many of us, I'm going to try, I don't know how many people I'm going to see in my day, but I'm going to try to, even if I get a text or an email from someone, I'm going to send them a silent namaste across the world. I miss you all terribly. I miss hearing about your day. I miss seeing you. I miss sharing with you. And I miss yoga with you. And I am blessed and honored from Google Classroom to allow us to have this, and YouTube. And I know I mentioned Microsoft Teams, but there were a few people who were having error messages, and then some people were getting a request to put in a monthly membership to pay Microsoft. We'll switch to Google Meet or Google Hangouts. So I will send further information about that, and Google Hangouts would only be so that we could all be together at once taking a class live. I will still upload these recorded classes for you to play at any time. Miss you. And Lester's up on the chair over there taking a nap. I can hear him snoring.